Today, I wanted to talk about spiritual bypassing. Spiritual bypassing. Basically, what spiritual bypassing is using spirituality as a method to avoid pain, to avoid deep emotional traumas that you don't want to look at. Spiritual bypassing is using spirituality as a way to numb your psychological and emotional pain. And I feel like this is a big part of my life these days, is that this is precisely what I'm doing. And it's really dangerous, because you're cutting yourself off from yourself. You know, you're going into all these philosophies of no self, and I am not my thoughts. I am just the observer of my thoughts. I'm not my emotions. I'm not my body. And you know, you can verify for yourself that this is actually the truth. Like, I've had many realizations and glimpses where I'm not human, or I'm not Jasper, and I'm not my body or my emotions or my thoughts or my mind. Many moments where I've really tapped into that and seen, you know, what I actually am. And like, it's freeing. Of course it is. It's fucking freeing, because you're distancing yourself from who you've always thought you were. And so, with all these like emotional and psychological neuroses and problems that you have in your head, and then you get into spirituality and you start to see something a lot more truer than these emotional things, then you want to be in that place all the time. It becomes like an addiction. Instead of picking up the booze or rolling a fag, you search up on YouTube some spiritual videos. You know what I mean? Or you talk about it. It's an addiction like anything else. I'm a fucking spiritual junkie. And it's hard to admit. Because spirituality is true. It's not some fake thing that I'm having in my head. However, I'm using it in an unhealthy way. I'm using it when I'm not ready for it. It's premature transcendence. You know, Carl Jung said, "Beware of unearned wisdom." And here I am, even fucking knowing that quote, Carl Jung, this fucking genius, that I should have no place reading any of his stuff at the moment. You know, I'm not. You know, many people say it's like, you know, don't read Carl Jung's Red Book or whatever. Don't read shit from him until you fucking like understood a lot more foundational shit People were like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna go straight towards the truth. Because you want freedom, you know, like, it's natural that this is happening. That people are spiritual bypassing. Because people want to get away from their suffering. You know, I think I had a kind of, when first getting into spirituality, I was like, this is, you know, the cure for everything. This is like, this will solve everything. You see, you're always going to be pulled back towards what needs to be looked at in your life. You can have some miraculous experience where maybe you realize that you are everything. You realize the oneness in everything. You know, you catch glimpses of these spiritual miraculousness, and it's true. Like, it's true. There's no saying that this is false. I'm saying, like, these things that you experience are true. They are valid. But you can't stay in that place simply because you get pulled back towards what needs to be looked at. What needs the truth in your life? Some things in your life are operating at a higher level of truth than other things. And I think what happens is we want to try and just stay in the highest truth that we know of. So it's like, you know, if I've had glimpses where it feels like I'm reality, if I've had glimpses where, you know, I realize I'm this emptiness that's aware of the thoughts and all this, you know, I'm consciousness, I'm awareness. If I hold on to that truth, because I know it's the highest truth, like, it doesn't work. You have to ask yourself, what's the truth in every moment? Because one moment I could say, in full 100% honesty and truth, be like, I am God, I am reality, or just like, I don't fucking know, just some really fucking out there spiritual thing. And I could say that with complete truth. But I could also say in another moment, like, I am my thoughts. Of course I am. Like, I am, of course, my personality. Of course I'm Jasper. I've got these problems. These problems are real. They're not an illusion. They're solid. I'm a real person, like, and that's true. for me to say right now that I know who I am, or I know what reality is, and I know truth and whatever is bullshit. Right now, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. I seem to be avoiding so much shit, and it's just left me with nothing. That's why spirituality can become addicting, because you avoid so much, and it's like, I don't want to be dealing with any of this suffering and pain in life. I want out. And so spirituality is like this thing that you can lean on, this thing that you can hold on to, and you know, it's like, oh, spirituality will be the savior for me. Like, everything's fucked except spirituality. It's like, oh, all my relationships are shit. I seem to be fucking all that up. I can't seem to fucking function in the world. I can't seem to get any friends or earn any money. I'm staying at home eating fucking toast all day long, doing nothing. My life is fucked. Oh, but spirituality, it's all good, because, you know, I'm not actually Jasper doing these things. Oh, and, you know, everything is predetermined. I don't actually have to participate in life. It's all going to happen for me. And just all these, you know, these twists we put onto things, all these, you know, phrases in our head, like, oh, this too shall pass. Or it's like, you know, you are not your thoughts. You're not this thought. It's okay. Like, and it's all kind of like true. And this is the thing. This is why you can get trapped in it. Is that it's like, it's true, but you have to. It's not really the highest truth that you need to know in every moment. Because these things can be quite insensitive to this person, this ego, this personality, you know, that believes it is real. Because of course, I fucking believe I'm real right now, you know? I believe I'm Jasper. That I am this ego. That, you know? I mean, there are many times where I've like catch glimpses where it's like, you know, this whole thing is just an illusion. I'm like putting on this role. It's like, I'm not Jasper, I'm not like I'm pretending all of this is real. Like, I'm making up all these problems in my head. Like, I'm like creating my story. I can see, like, step out of that and be like, whoa, what the fuck? That is weird. That it's like, that like I'm not my ego, and like, but like right now, it's like I'm completely in there. I'm completely in the ego. And it's really funny when you step out of that you see just how like ridiculous this whole play is. That I'm like believing that I am real. But I am, and I can't deny that, you know? I believe that I'm real right now, you know? Jasper and his story and these big problems, the things that I avoid. And yeah, it's difficult because it is an addiction. It's like if you're addicted to alcohol, you know, there's a part within you that believes alcohol is doing you good, you know? Because it does short term. It's like you're feeling shitty about yourself. Drink some alcohol, you're going to feel fucking uplifted and confident. You know, that's going to be a cure for you. But then, of course, that dies down and you're back in this place of, you know, and it's just worse off than when you started, you know? And so it's hard to give up spirituality. I mean, true spirituality is within you anyway. You don't need to look anything outside of you. You don't need to read any text. You don't need to watch any videos. You don't even need to fucking play around with it in your head, these concepts. I mean, they're gonna come now, like, but, you know, like, I see it coming to an end a lot more. I mean, you know, I can see what, like, over the years, I can see the videos that I'm watching is changing. I'm getting closer to, you know, just fucking, you know, realizing that, you know, it's within me. You know, I don't need anything else. You know, it's good to have that guidance sometimes, but and like thinking about giving it up terrifies me, because then it's like I'm just left with my ego, you know. It's like I'm left with the things that I have to do, the things I'm avoiding, because usually I'll just excuse it with some spiritual thing. And even if you're not into spirituality, people do this anyway. Like, oh, you know, whatever will come, will come. Like, it's like I don't participate in life, you know. Like, I'm actively not participating in life. Like, I'm participating in not participating, you know what I mean? It's like, you can catch a glimpse where you are not participating in life, you don't have free will, and that's a lot more truer than when you think you do have free will. However, most of the time I do think I have free will, but if I pretend I don't have free will when in a state where I think I have free will, then it just gets so fucking confusing, you know? It's like, I'm not participating in life. You know, the things that will happen will just happen. But that's me in a state of thinking I have free will, choosing to think that. You know what I mean? It's not true going with the flow. It's faking it. I need to get my act together. But I'm fucking scared. And this is what it always comes down to, is fear. Why do we do anything in life? It's because we fear. It seems that fear is why we act, rather than because of love. And that's kind of fucked. Like, fear.